How you doing? Greg here from Careers Coach. Just reading the paper here this morning, and I noticed Monster have a career fair coming up on November the 12th. To be honest, I knew this already, but they have a career fair coming on November the 12th. It's in the RDS and it's free. It's running from 10 AM to 4 PM, and it reminded me of how I used to approach career fairs as a job seeker. And it made me realise just how much I wasted my time just hanging out with friends and goofing off during career fairs when I should have been focused on finding a job. So I put together kind of 8 things to think about to get the most out of attending job career fairs. Number 1, do your research. See which companies are going to be there on the day and decide which companies you want to speak to. So try and target who you want to speak to on the day and plan your day. So I know here the website's www.keepirelandworking.com, so there's a good place to start the research. Number 2, dress to impress. Put on a suit, put on a tie. At the end of the day, something I never did. And if we want to stand out in these challenging times, well, we need to be dressing sharp and looking smarter than everyone else. Number 3, bring CVs. That's pretty obvious. Business cards if you have them as well. I think business cards are super things to hand out to people at careers fairs. You can have them made up very, very simply in the likes of Vistaprint.ie do cheap business cards. So, business cards. But equally as importantly, bring a notepad and pen. And make sure that when you're talking to companies, that if someone that you're looking to connect with isn't at that stand, such as a financial director, if you are an accountant, for example, take down the name of who that financial director is, their email address, and if possible their telephone number, so you can follow up with that individual after the fair itself. So notebook and pen, really, really good thing to bring along. 4, don't go with your mates. Don't do what I used to do and go in with your mates after about 15 minutes of taking free lollipops and bottles of water, head up for a cup of coffee, outside for a cigarette, and then shoot off home. It's not productive. So I would advise going to the job fair by yourself and staying completely focused on the job in hand, which is finding employment leads. Which brings me to number 5. Treat this as work. At the end of the day, you're here for a purpose. You're going on November the 12th to the Monster Career Fair for a purpose, and that is to enhance your chances of getting a job. So plan your day and be prepared to spend hours at the fair to get the most out of it. Number 6, attend the free talks and the seminars. At these events, and I have to confess I'm one of the speakers at the event, but at these events there's usually some great advice to be had and some great experts out there. So it's a good idea to sit in 45 minutes or so to a really good speaker on the day and get some value that way. Number 7, gather information and not freebies. As I said before, it's more important that you find good contacts and good leads than get loads of brochures and free lollipops. So really think about the valuable information that you're trying to gather on the day. And number 8, finally, one thing that very few people do at the end of trade fairs is actually follow up on the connections that they made on the day itself. So I'd strongly urge you to send an email within certainly 24, worst case scenario 3 days after the event, reiterating yourself and thanking the individual that you spoke to for spending time with you on the day. It's a great opportunity to keep your application and your name and your profile fresh in their minds. So follow up with all the contacts you made on the day after the event itself. And those are my 8 tips for making the most out of going to a career or job fair. Take care and good luck with your job search. See ya. Bye-bye.